Hello ladies and gentlemen, Mike Harrington here. I'm have been burning the candle at both ends to get this out, but gonna do the impossible again, talking about 26 fights in 10 minutes. This is for Empire tomorrow. Very big event. Thank you to the promoters, and let's jump straight in. Here you can see on the screen the title bout that everyone's talking about. Shaq, Sallie, Summer King up against All Class Jay Fletcher. Both two guys very well deserving of this. Shaq Sallie's on a 6-win streak. He's now 8 wins and 2 losses. Jake Fletcher's pretty much fought everyone. He's fought Gabriel. He's fought Luke. He's definitely in a higher class. And some people are saying Jay Fletcher, Jay from Amber is the favourite here, but Shaq Sallie certainly on a lot of momentum, and you can see they're in high spirits, and that's promoter Darius Dowd shown in the screen there with the Empire backing at the weigh-in, which was a few hours ago today. Number 2, just to talk about the order here, I've gone in reverse order from the final fight first up to the starting fight, but I have thrown some in earlier. Some matchups that viewers probably might be a bit more familiar with because we've done interviews and so on. But anyway, Shannon Gardiner, I'm part of the fan club here. She's from Kaosok Muay Thai, and she's a world champion. She's up against Judy Humber from Simbi Muay Thai in Phuket. Judy fought against Bryne Sodden, who everyone will know, and Bryne won on that occasion. So this is going to be a good matchup. I asked Rhino. Rhino says Shannon is going to win this 100%. That's what Rhino says. And in terms of the rest of the fights, the card, he said the rest of them are all 50-50. Great quote by Rhino. Moving along, I put this up number 3 because we did the interview with Cian recently. A lot of people watched that one. Cian, Bryn O'Sullivan, there he is from Riddlers. He is fighting Coakley, and I'm a big fan of him, and I'm a big fan of Cian, so this will be quite a matchup. This is the pro debut for both of them. Bit heavier there at 75 kilos. Moving along, we have Melanie Jones, who a lot of people love. Melanie Jones, she's from Kaosok as well. She's a commentator, all-round fantastic person, always helping shows fights interstate, and she's up against Talia Brussa, who is part of a fighting family with her brother Cody, and they are from Riddlers, and also fantastic people. That's going to be an interesting one there. I'll be cheering. I bumped this one up high on the list because people will be familiar with Luke Howell. He's a great guy, probably clubman of the whole sport. He kind of fights everyone on late notice. He's from Control Muay Thai. He fought Harry Taylor. He fought Jan Javier. Great guy, and he's up against Jonnie Shen, who's a solid fighter from Riddlers, so that will be a good one. Moving on, this will be the last fight on the night, and it was the last fight on the previous show as well. Luke Scerni from Riddlers Gym versus Matt Deisel. Everyone loves Matt Deisel. They came to a draw last time. It's going to be very interesting, this one. Moving along, I also bumped this one up. We have Shell Reed here. She is quite an inspirational fighter. We'll pretty much fight everyone, and that's happened again here. She's fighting Maddie Black, who is probably a lot more experienced, and Maddie Black is a personal trainer, and she's been around a long time, so good on the two there for putting on a show for us. I've also, another guy from Mad Dog Gym is Ashraf Farawat. Really like this guy. He's a real showman, but he's also technical. He's got some great kicks, great this and that. Haven't seen him for a while, but he was busy a while back and had a few wins, and I think he's a real class act. And he's up against a tough guy from Saudie's gym, that's Caleb Sheldon Collins, who had a win at Empire in September. Another one here, Sam Gardiner and Cian Longhid, two well-known famous guys. You'd probably be fooled for thinking this is the home and away cast here, very handsome guys, but this is going to be a tough fight, and looking forward to this one. Sam's been winning heaps, Cian's been all over the place, Thailand, interstate. Let's see. These guys here look pretty calm in the photo, but then it's going to be everything else in the ring. Anthony Vo, He's been interstate, and he's up against Liam Durant, who I to be honest, I don't know a lot about Liam, but he's trained with Oliver Olsen, and that's sometimes all you need to know. Next one, Damon Nelson, one of the best in the world. He's from Lana, and he's up against Batman from Kiat Pet's gym. Batman famously comes out in his Batman mask, and he's well known. He's fought in Thailand, in Lumpini and Radamnon, all the rest of it there. Another big one is Pern against Rotlek, and this is a sort of one championship level fight. This one, Pern's had 200 fights. Rotlek was the former champion. Very big matchup. Very big matchup for Perth, this one, so good on the promoters for making it happen. Rotlek is the favourite, but I am a fan of Pern FC, I would definitely say that. So let's see what happens. Next one, Courtney Lockley from Riddlers. I saw her had a big win against Liana Bertolami in a close match, probably one of the fastest moving Muay Thai fights I've ever seen. Up against a veteran, Michaela Jorgenson. So that's going to be a good one. Another great matchup and a young gent with a lot of fans is Ashton Woodhouse. He recently bet Suwat, which was, I'm not sure if we could call that an upset, but very impressive from Ashton. He's a young guy who's very talented, comes from the Woodhouse family. That's 5 brothers, all fighters, believe it or not, and his great dad, Rohan Woodhouse. Fighting Zayad Zelani from Boom's gym, Eugene Ekelboom, one of the best fighters ever in the country. Tough guy, let's see. Speaking of tough guys, Mudong So, this guy will pretty much fight everyone and does. He had fought one of the best Filipino fighters recently. Now he's fighting one of the best Thai fighters. Just very busy guy and a fantastic person, Mudo. So I'm hoping to catch Mudo for an interview because I know that he's just keeps so busy. Another great fighter, McVicker. He trains at Riddlers, but he's also associated with Three Lions Gym, and his dad there, great guy, very talented. Did beat Damon Nelson in an MTGB show, and he's been fighting at the top level in Thailand. And he's up against James from Simbi Muay Thai, who is another veteran. This will be a real battle. Joshua Jackson there from GTG, he fought Cian, as many people remember. Very tough guy, heaps of high kicks, always pushes the action. And he's up against Varney Bala from Olsen's Muay Thai in Kelmscott, very close to Armidale, who's also been winning. So that'll be a good fight, this one. Moving on to the undercard, we've got Connor Mahon from Saudi's gym there with the gold, and Maurice Tai Tuhar from Pursuit Muay Thai. Heavyweight, not heavyweights, but 80 kilograms, cruiserweight you might say, going to be a good one. Sam Ndreca, hope I pronounced that right, from Riddlers, fantastic young guy, very busy. He's probably had 4 or 5 fights this year. He's in every show at 72 kilos, and he's up against Khan Wilson, who I don't know a lot about, to be honest, but from Pursuit, I'm sure he's going to be impressive, and it's all smiles in that photo. One to watch out for is Ryan Skinner, trained by Dan Skinner at DC Combat. Ryan had a huge win at Empire, and there were big celebrations deservedly afterwards. He's up against Matt Vinci, who looks in great shape from Pursuit. Moving along, we have young Jordan Wright from Lana, who has been doing very well. He's up against Cameron Lay from Saudi's gym, and Cameron Lay, if you know this guy, he's another one of those types who will just fight everyone. He fought an MMA fighter. He fights people with a lot more experience. He just fights everyone, and I'm a big fan of Cameron. The girls here at 50 kilos, Jasmine Rowe from Kausok, she had a win. Will this be another win? But she's up against Imogen from Kalamanda Kickboxing. Another heavy one, we have Jax Patel from Saudis. A lot of Saudis fighters here in this show, and up against Mathieu Rangiola from Pursuit. A lot of Pursuit fighters here. That's going to be a heavy-handed fight, I'm sure. And last couple here, we have, sort of moving into the juniors, we've got Takula from Kalamanda Kickboxing at 66 kilograms, up against Lockley Mitchell from Sunset. That's the gym where Pern trains, Pern FC. And final one here is Caden Rasul from Base MMA. That's same gym as Hayden Carter, if you remember that fantastic young gent, up against Justin Dyer from Saudi. So we're looking forward to that. Bit of a heavier one. Oh no, sorry, 57 kilos. Looking forward to it. See you there tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone.